about to get stupid. We about to get stupid.
Western ideas of art are weighted by colonialism and things like that. And so when you have folks who were sort of left out of many of these Eurocentric conversations, one has to kind of figure out how you locate yourself in that. And one of those ways could be engaging those histories straight on, which I think I do in some ways, but also creating new ways forward.
I want to open up my present.
The body, particularly the black body or the female or femme body, is a body that comes so loaded that it's a really exciting kind of starting point for many of the conversations that I'm trying to have. I'm trying to make work that expresses the complexity of my lived experience, which is a intersectional one, but also thinking about ways I can create figures that feel free. That's kind of like the challenge. So how do you make bodies that don't exist in the world? You resort to abstraction, fantastical ideas, surreal ideas, futuristic ideas.
I've been waiting way too long. If not, them bitches on. That's why I made this song.
I see the collages sort of like cyborgs, the unity of these consumer goods, the black body, and these quote unquote African antiquities force the viewer to consider how these seemingly desperate things within the frame function within that paradigm. You're forced to sort of see all of these things as consumable. And so through the composition of creating these cyborgian figures was for me a way to kind of reclaim them as not consumable, but rather lasting and heroic. My hope is that they're somehow trying to break free of the frame, break free of whatever is projected onto us. I think we can all connect to that. We're not our ability, we're not our gender, we're not our sexuality, we're not our class. We're all so much more than that. And so hopefully the figures in this work can like inspire people to think about themselves beyond those constraints. The film Build or Destroy, I feel like that is a great representation of so many of my concepts and my work coming into like one artwork. My interest in Vogue really came from trying to initially archive and celebrate and abstract this long-standing performance practice engendered by Black and Latinx queers that had been co-opted very early on in its creation and kind of thrown to the side. And the way voguing shows up in this work is really thinking about it as a dance of resistance. What Build or Destroy is offering is how, by using our voice and our creativity, we can all change not only ourselves, but the world around us. And so that figure is engaged in this dance of freedom that's literally just like eviscerating the world around it that is not affirming to make way for a new one.
The beat bumping. Yeah, I want to open up my present. I want to open up my present. I want to open up my present. Am I feminine? That's not a question. I want to open up my present. I want to open up my